Security's been beefed up in the Chinese capital as the government gears up for its massive 60th anniversary parade tomorrow. Many tourist spots, hotels, restaurants and shops in downtown Beijing have been closed. But for some exiled Chinese living in Australia, there's little reason to celebrate.
Tight security around Beijing's Tiananmen Square, with thousands of security guards, police and army deployed in and around the capital. While there'll be festivities to mark 60 years of communist rule, former Chinese diplomat Chen Yongling, who defected to Australia 4 years ago, sees little to celebrate.
It's not a real celebration. It's just a propaganda campaign.
Amnesty International has reported hundreds of people have been put under house arrest or removed from Beijing in the lead up to the anniversary celebrations. And Mr. Chen says it's typical of the regime.
There's still no freedom of expression in China, and a lot of writers, a lot of scholars, a lot of the human rights activists, they have been detained and put under house arrest.
Michael Lan was only 6 when the communists took over China 60 years ago. His father had owned a successful jewellery and money exchange business in Canton. But all that changed under the 1949 revolution. He says his father was threatened with his life and that of his family's if he didn't agree to hand over the business to the communists.
They come to my place. My father let him to open the safe, take all the money.
As a young boy, Michael Lan fled China with his brother and escaped to Hong Kong, remembering his father's advice.
He said, one day, when you grow up, go. How far away? From communism. Don't even go back.
With the anniversary celebrations coming up,
nobody believes a celebration like that. Whole street is army.
Another exiled Chinese, Jennifer Zeng, says she spent a year in a re-education or forced labour camp in China for being a member of the Falun Gong. Her autobiography documents her torture with electric prods, sleep deprivation and 20-hour days spent in forced labour.
It's just like a living hell on earth. Every day it feels like a struggle between life and death.
Jennifer Zeng says the system doesn't tolerate dissent. Those who do are jailed for their views.
Thousands of Falun Gong practitioners, Christians, dissidents, political prisoners or internet writers are still in jail, and thousands upon thousands of petitioners in Beijing were driven away to clear the way for the celebration.
Jennifer Zeng says that Australia shouldn't fear to voice its concerns over human rights in China. Jenny Lavelle, World News Australia.